Saudi Arabia and his WWE Crown Jewel coming into this Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern on Peacock. Let's get right to my predictions. There's a lot of Judgment Day on this show. We're starting off with the kickoff show, the return of the kickoff matches for the first time since day one, 2022. Sami Zayn will take on JD McDonough on the Judgment Day. I think this is just another way to get JD McDonough another match to prove himself in the Judgment Day and to take down one of their biggest rivals in Sami Zayn. Should be a fun match as the real stories prelude with the Judgment Day throughout the evening. I'm going to pick Sami Zayn here to pick up a victory, as I think the story here is JD McDonough may not be able to win any matches on his own, but he's going to help the Judgment Day, he hopes at least, later in the night. Then, because of the looming presence of Damian Priest throughout the night with the World Championship match with Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre, the Roman Reigns LA Knight match for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, we're going to kick off Crown Jewel with the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes and Damian Priest going one-on-one, considering that there's only one other one-on-one match in this show that is not for a championship. I think that Cody Rhodes will pick up a victory here. I don't see, obviously, him losing clean to Damian Priest. Again, I think there's going to be some Judgment Day turmoil. If JD McDonough loses, Damian Priest loses. We'll see what happens with Rhea Ripley throughout the rest of the evening. But I think Cody Rhodes, Damian Priest, they put on a really good match. Damian Priest is a really good showing. But eventually, the American Nightmare stands all the arguably the hottest babyface right now in professional wrestling, picks up a victory. Next match, first of two women's matches on this card, featuring the champion Io Sky defending the women's championship against a returning Bianca Belair. Now, we know Bianca Belair came back on SmackDown after being out for 2 months after she won the Women's Championship in that triple threat at SummerSlam with Charlotte Flair and Asuka. Io Sky cashes in. It's a logical progression now to get Io and Bianca one-on-one here. It feels like for the last year, ever since Damage Control was instituted at SummerSlam 2022, that's all they've done is fight with Bianca Belair, and they're not done with her yet because at every turn, Bayley tried to take the Raw Women's Championship from her. Now, Io Sky was able to take the Women's Championship from Bianca Belair. Bianca wants a revenge. There will be some controversy between Bayley, who obviously will get involved. I think Charlotte Flair, who does not have a match on this show, may get involved. Asuka, who we haven't seen in a couple of weeks, may get involved. And I would love to see, even though we have right now a fatal five-way women's match coming up on this card, I think it'd be very interesting if you put Charlotte, Bayley, Asuka, Bianca Belair, and Io in a fatal five-way for the Women's Championship and let them all duke it out, because it really feels like all of these women are intertwined in the same story. We're going to get a screwy finish here. I'm not sure if it's going to lead to Io hitting the moonsault and pinning Bianca Belair. I think this may be some sort of disqualification finish. Then we get Rey Mysterio. He's taking on Logan Paul for the United States Championship. And since this man does not have a one-on-one match at this event, I can actually see Dominic Mysterio coming out here at Crown Jewel. Obviously, the Judgment Day is all there. McDonough, Priest, Ripley, Bauer. Dom will be there as well, and I could see Dom costing Rey Mysterio the United States Championship, and then eventually Rey costing Dom the North American Championship as we get to the eventual Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio rematch at WrestleMania 40. But Logan Paul has only been in WWE for almost 2 years now. His first Crown Jewel match last year against Roman Reigns was one of his best matches. I think him and Rey Mysterio are great styles because while Logan Paul is a little bit of a high flyer, he can be a grounder too, and he can be very physical, and he's a great cocky heel. He understands how to get the fans under his skin. He was not working as a babyface, but man, does he certainly work as a heel here, and to get the United States Championship on Impulsive, to get it all over his boxing events. They are making Logan Paul here feel like a legitimate star. Does Jake all come out? Does somebody come out and help Logan Paul? Does somebody give Logan Paul something like they gave him brass knucks at SummerSlam to defeat Ricochet? It's possible. It's also possible, again, Dominic Mysterio gets involved in this match. Ricochet gets involved in this match to help Ray. The LWO may get involved in this match. This could be a whole lot of shenanigans that could eventually lead to Logan Paul cheating. Logan Paul walking away the United States champion. And dare I say, Logan Paul could make the championship as prestigious as Gunther has made the Intercontinental Championship. And then we get to the almost prelude of the main event. John Cena, Solo Sikoa, certainly Jimmy Uso will get involved in this match. Will he help Solo or will he help Cena is the question, because the story here, John Cena has not won a one-on-one WWE match since the greatest Royal Rumble in 2018, the first Saudi Arabia show against Triple H, the first ever match in Saudi Arabia. That's how long it's been since Cena has picked up a one-on-one victory. He's trying to teach Solo Sikoa, the enforcer of the bloodline, a lesson. I think that Cena sees a lot of potential backstage in Solo Sikoa. I've heard of Mini Umaga. He looks just like him. We know the history that Cena and Umaga have. We know the history that Cena and Roman Reigns and Jay and Jimmy Uso have with the bloodline. I think that Cena does eventually pick up a win here. I think that's the story. Jimmy Uso tries to help in the bloodline. The plan once again goes wrong, and Cena with an AA puts down Solo Sikoa, along with Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso and LA Knight becoming the only people to put down Solo. Then we'll get to the fatal five-way match. If they wanted to, they could get the championship off of Rhea Ripley here easily by not having Rhea Ripley be pinned. Obviously, Nia Jax, Raquel Rodriguez, Zoe Stark, Shayna Baszler, four very physical superstars. You can make an argument for five. I don't know if Raquel is certainly a physicalness, but we know obviously Shayna, Zoe, we know Nia, what she brings. Definitely a lot of meat on the bone here. I think it's going to be a very fast-paced fatal five-way match. I think what happens here is some way, somehow, Nia Jax, maybe she gets knocked out by Shayna, Zoe, Raquel. They all sort of work together. Rhea Ripley will end up picking the bones on somebody, which I had to guess would be Nia Jax. Ripley gets pinned. We get Rhea Ripley still your women's world champion. Again, I could see it a situation where Nia would pin, a Zoe Stark and become the women's world champion. But I think that WWE wants Rhea Ripley, the women's world champion, to go up against Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 40 for that championship, which is why the belt stays on Ripley. Then we get to the drama of Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. I love the story. They've been over the World Heavyweight Championship. The story being that obviously Drew McIntyre won the WWE Championship, WrestleMania 36, in the COVID era, pandemic era. But he was obviously in the championship reign in front of no fans. And then when the fans got back, he could not regain his proper glory with Seth Rollins, who was a heel. It was Drew McIntyre's first pay-per-view event as WWE champion, as the Messiah. Now Rollins has completely changed. He's got the whole crowd behind him. Drew McIntyre cannot shake off that he got screwed by the bloodline last year at Clash of the Castle. He looks to make it right. He's going to do anything possible to win the World Heavyweight Championship, even if that means aligning with the Judgment Day. And we keep saying, when is Damian Priest going to cash in? Did not occur at Payback. Did not occur at SummerSlam. Did not occur at Fastlane. Does it occur here at Crown Jewel? I think there is certainly a tease. I think Priest will come out, but I think we will see the same movie that we've seen the last few events. McIntyre will hit a Claymore on Rollins. Rollins will kick out. It will be a fantastic match because every time Rollins and McIntyre have been in the ring together, they've been fantastic. But in the end, McIntyre will be distracted by Damian Priest, a curb stomp to the challenger, and Seth Rollins retains the World Heavyweight Championship, and he will walk out the World Heavyweight Champion. And then we get to the match that you can make an argument was rushed. The tribal chief, the head of the table, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns against LA Knight, for the World Heavyweight Championship. But we all know how popular LA Knight is, And we know LA Knight is probably not going to win the Undisputed Championship here. But the bigger question is, how does it occur? Jimmy Uso will probably get involved. John Cena will probably get involved again. So Sikoa will probably get involved again. We may see a Judgment Day appearance of Damian Priest. Jey Uso may get involved. I mean, who knows? I think that in the end, Nick Aldis, the new SmackDown general manager, may get involved. They may have a finish here where LA Knight, hits the PFT on Roman Reigns. 1, 2, 3. We all think LA Knight has defeated the tribal chief, but ultimately it is ruled that Roman Reigns is put under the bottom rope or something by Nick Aldis. Boom, Roman Reigns hits a spear, retains the championship. We find out there's a crooked refereeness going on. Nick Aldis has, a vendetta for some reason against LA Knight. He's jealous of him. And the next feud we get is LA Knight, going up against Nick Aldis, the new SmackDown general manager. I could see that happening as Roman Reigns gets ready for his next championship defense. But the tribal chief at the table in LA Knight will have an emotional match. There will be moments when we think LA Knight becomes the world champion, but it will ultimately not come to pass. Ultimately, I think this is a very solid card. I think it's a very balanced card, and I cannot wait to see how it turns out. Once again, my predictions for WWE Crown Jewel 2023. On the kickoff show, Sami Zayn defeats JD McDonough. Cody Rhodes defeats Damian Priest. Io Sky retains the Women's Championship against Bianca Belair after interference from Charlotte, Bayley, Asuka, and all the gang. Logan Paul will win the United States Championship from Rey Mysterio after interference from Dom and Ricochet as well. John Cena knocks off Solo Sikoa when Jimmy Uso decides to get involved. Rhea Ripley retains the Women's World Championship in the Fatal 5-Way. Seth Rollins retains the World Championship against Drew McIntyre, even though Damian Priest will tease the Money in the Bank cash-in. There will be no cash-in. And Roman Reigns, after the referee bump and after Nick Aldis screws LA Knight, will retain the Undisputed Universal Championship. Like that clip from the Brand's World Podcast? If so, make sure you go down there and hit that subscribe button. While you're down there hitting the subscribe button, make sure to also hit the notification bell so you never miss another upload. And make sure you check out all the other clips from the Brand's World Podcast right here on YouTube.